It's our final heat of the weekend. Our X30 Senior Heat, race 29. And let's have a quick look through your grid then. Matt Armstrong on pole position with Dragon Pinsent on the front row alongside him. Harry Torpy and Ben Hodge on row 2, then Ria Roden and Harry Little on row 3. Louis Short and Joe Weaver on row 4. Nathan Amos and Harry Platten on row 5. Row 6 looks a little bit like this. Henry Ayres and Luke Whitehead on that one. Then it's James White and Nat Thomas on row 7. Matthew Herbert and Roy Johnson are on row 8. Caelan Burbidge and Brandon Matchell on row 9. William Thomas and Ethan Ling wrapping out the top 20 runners for the grid at least. Alexander Huang and Brandon Haig will be on row 11. Nathan Herbert and Billy Albone will start on row 12. Interesting row on row 13. Harry Barlow lines up alongside Club Championship leader Piers Pryor, 25th and 26th positions. Jensen Brown and Charlie Koshall will be on row 14. Row 15 will be Thomas Byrne and Eduardo Kosateng. Row 16, Daniel Seeger and Reese Ushijima. And row 17, 34 karts in X30 Senior, Jordan Brown and Thomas Westworth wrapping out the grid. Let's have a quick chat about heat victors so far this weekend. 2 heats so far. Jensen Brown won the first of them and Harry Platten won the second of them. The interesting one in terms of championship, Piers Pryor leads on 1,002 points, Matt Armstrong second on 964. Looks like we are good to go then for the final heat of the weekend. And away we go for X30 Senior Heat 3. 34 karts piling into turn 1 and turn 2. Will we get 34 karts on the way out? Yes, we will. Good start from the X30 Seniors. Looks like they're all making their way through Christmas Corner as well, unscathed. Good start for Matt Armstrong. He's got a clear lead already, and the battle for second place. Here's Harry Torpy in the 72. Oh, drivers off towards the back end of the field. I think I just caught sight there of possibly the 53 of Daniel Seeger was in a bit of trouble there. Battle for second place now. Louis Short has come up to the front of this one. Great start there for Louis Short. Problem there for the number 44 of Ria Roden. So he was quite high up the grid. So that's not a good heat for him. Matt Armstrong leads. Louis Short second. Harry Torpy third. Joe Weaver fourth. Ben Hodge in fifth. Harry Platten wrapping out the top 6. This is just what Matt Armstrong wanted. Second in the championship at the moment. And he's taken 2 heat wins so far this season and 2 second places in finals. Never present here at Whilton Mill. There's the 76 fighting through. That's Ethan Ling. I think he's just put a move on Brandon Matchell. And there's Piers Pryor in the very recognisable pink helmet with the blue and white detailing on the kart as well. So Piers Pryor, I think that means he's up to 10th place. So yes, Piers Pryor up into the top 10. So he looks to move towards the title. There goes through number 4. So that's for 3rd place. Joe Weaver, good move there on Harry Torpy. So Joe Weaver now up to 3rd place. He's got to try and close in Louis Short now. Oh, but look at this. Harry Torpy fights back on the run to Ashby. He's going to try and jerk to the inside. Can he take the position? Oh, wow. That's a very good move from Harry Torpy, and I think it's almost stunned Joe Weaver there into going a little bit wide. So Harry Torpy fighting back there. There goes the 36 of Nathan Amos through past Joe Weaver as well. So Joe Weaver, unfortunately, is going to lose 4 or 5 positions on this lap. Armstrong leads still from Short. Torpy back to 3rd. Whitehead 4th. Harry Platten now 5th. Ben Hodge down to 6th. Nathan Amos 7th and Joe Weaver 8th. Weaver starting to fight back now. He gets back past Nathan Amos there for 7th place. Piers Pryor trying to find his way past Ethan Ling and does so. So Pryor now up to 9th place. Can he get past Nathan Amos there in the red and white kart for 8th? 5 minutes to go in this final heat of the weekend. There will be the lunch break after this for about half an hour. And just to run you through the finals order, we'll have our TKM Extreme B final first, as up the inside there for 3rd place, Luke Whitehead goes through and into 3rd place past Harry Torpy. Just to go back through those finals, B final first for TKM Extreme at 1 o'clock. There's more problems for the number 40 of Joe Weaver, starts to lose positions again. Then from 1:15 we'll have the A finals for each of the groups. And the classes, Junior TKM followed by Honda Cadet, Iame Cadet, X30 Mini, TKM Clubman, X30 Junior, Junior Max and Mini Max, X30 Senior, and then our TKM Extreme final. Back to this race though, 4 minutes to go. Here's the battle for 4th place. This is Harry Torpy trying to defend from Harry Platten. Heat 2 winner. On for another good result here. There goes Platten up the inside into Ashby Corner. Can he get the move done? Of course he can. Great move by Harry Platten, and he's now up to 4th place. Ben Hodge, who's just had a track limit warning, not too far behind there in 6th place. Or was that a little mistake there from Torpy? Going to have to be defensive into the boot. Ben Hodge looking for that inside line. Piers Pryor not too far behind there as well in 7th place. Still Matt Armstrong leading though. In fact, no, he's not leading anymore. Just as we say that, Lewis Short pips through at Christmas Corner. Must have got a very good run up the hill. In fact, he did. He was half a second quicker in the first sector. Lewis Short hits the front of the field then with a very clean overtake through Christmas Corner. And Matt Armstrong is now second. The good news, though, is they are well clear at the moment of the rest of the field. 2 seconds last time around. That was Luke Whitehead a little bit wide out of the last corner. Harry Platten still there in 4th. Torpy 5th. Hodge in 6th. There's been a move for 9th place. Billy Albone, I can tell you, is up to 9th place now, past Nathan Amos. And I think Ethan Ling has also followed. Close racing here through the field. There's the 36 losing a position to Reese Ushijima. Good run this for Ushijima. He's come from the back of the grid, and I reckon that is now 12th place. The driver of number 12 absolutely flying. 2 minutes plus 1 lap of this race to go. Lewis Short is starting to pull out the lead here. Half a second over Matt Armstrong last time around. Here's the move being done, 71 and 72. Ben Hodge trying to make his way through, and he does. So Ben Hodge now up to 5th place, ahead of Harry Torpy. Piers Pryor not too far behind, and also look out for Matthew Herbert there in the 39. Track limit warning comes in for the number 15 of Jensen Brown, who won the first heat, 4th in points at the moment going into this weekend. His best result in a final so far this year being a 3rd place. As through there goes the number 42 of Harry Platten. So Harry Platten is now up to 3rd place. He's just displaced Luke Whitehead there. And a very quick run through Oblivion. At the moment, his pace is not bad compared to Armstrong and Short. Can pick up a few more tenths. He might just be able to close them in on the last lap of this race. He's the championship leader, Piers Pryor, in the pink helmet. Track limit warning for Harry Barlow, the number 79. That'll be this lap plus 1 more then. Short ahead of Armstrong. Platten now up to 3rd. Whitehead 4th. Hodge 5th. Piers Pryor has made it through to 6th place. Jensen Brown still going quickly. Down the bottom of the field, 44.49. Rest of the field fighting through there. That's the 81 losing a position to Jensen Brown. So Jordan Brown loses a position to Jensen Brown. Oh, more defensive driving. It's all getting a bit tight here in the middle. This is all over about 14th position. And look at that, the number 17 of Eduardo Cosateng trying to go round the outside. I think he has gone round the outside. Really good move that from Eduardo. And he takes a few positions there. We are now on the last lap of the race. Louis Short leads from Matt Armstrong. Harry Platten in third. Luke Whitehead fourth. Still this battle going on. Let's count these through as they come through. It's Brendan Haig in 13th. And Thomas Byrne, Nathan Amos, Eduardo Cosateng, Jensen Brown, William Thomas and Jordan Brown. All involved here over about 13th place. The number 17 of Cosateng is forced wide there and is going to lose positions to the two Browns and William Thomas. Number 15 trying to go around the outside as well. That is Jensen Brown. But here across start finish, Louis Short takes the win. Matt Armstrong second, Harry Platten in third. Luke Whitehead is fourth. Fifth will be Ben Hodge. But look at this battle. It's still headed up by the number 20 of Brendan Haig. He's done brilliantly to hold on. For the last couple of laps, he does take the position. So it's Hodge from Pryor, Matthew Herbert 7th, Harry Torpey in 8th, 9th for Reese Ushijima, 10th for Ethan Ling, 11th Billy Albone, 12th Joe Weaver and 13th Brandon Haig. Let's look at some of the highlights then from that final heat of the morning. Here is Harry Platten making some good moves on his way to third place. Change for the lead. Louis Short going past Matt Armstrong. Just the point at which I was about to say Matt Armstrong. It's in a comfortable lead. Through here was the number 42 again, Harry Platten pulling through more positions from the outskirts of the top 10 to third place. Reese Ushijima, very impressive drive through the field. He started towards the pack, in the end finished in 9th place. Ben Hodge will be happy with 5th. This was his move on Harry Torpey. He was involved in a lot of the action through that race. Harry Platten with another brave manoeuvre, taking third place there. And then this battle, this was all over about 13th place, with everybody getting involved. Jensen Brown in the middle of it, Thomas Byrne and Nathan Amos as well, and they fought hammer and tongue all the way to the checkered flag. It's Brandon Haig who took that position and that 13th place. Important, of course, every single position worth at least 1 point. We'll see how that all shakes up for the championship positions and also the final grids for later this afternoon. Well, that brings to an end the racing for the heats and the morning session. We're now going to go into a lunch break. Thank you for joining us this morning. Hope you've enjoyed the racing. I definitely have. My name's been Andrew Mather from Double Dash Motorsport Media, and we